Alright. Hey, what's up, guys? Just here, welcome back to Fate Grand Order Imaginary Scramble. Last time we found out that GOGHIE was in fact Clyde from Greek mythology, but with Go's memories and somewhat personality, minus the being able to make the hard choice. I guess is the best way to put it. And yeah, she's currently out, potentially about to be overtaken by a evil outer god, maybe, potentially. AV6, Gogeta. So yeah, we gotta go out and save her, or at least stop her. Hopefully save, but potentially just stop. We'll see. But anyway, we're in Act 5, the bottom of the sea blooming and yielding. Surely nothing bad will happen. When does anything bad ever happen? In Fate, never. Or always. Depends on how you look at it. Deeper, deeper. Further, further. That's right, I did call out. I definitely remember that. I called out because I was lonely. I need others, I need light. I couldn't help but want that. Because I'm Clyde. Everything makes sense now, so much more sense than thinking I was Van Gogh. And yet I'm still Van Gogh. The memories I built up over my short life, my way of life engraved upon my body, they all refuse to let me think of myself as anyone but Van Gogh. But even so, I'm still a woman, a morose coward, a flower shadowed by morning, a water nymph. And this mind and body refuse to accept that I perceive myself as Van Gogh. Hey, Meredek. I wonder how much time I've wasted on this pointless back and forth. Time and time again, I've tried tearing myself apart, but because I'm not Van Gogh, it never works. I've almost ended up painting that picture so many times now, too. But I can't do that either now, because I'm Van Gogh. I'm in so much pain that I kept cutting myself just to pass the time. Oh, only for my blood to cloud the water until I can no longer see. The next day I knew I was alone again, all alone, drifting aimlessly in the empty void sea. But that's okay, I don't care anymore. As long as I stay here and do nothing, at least I won't be a burden to anyone else anymore. I won't die, I won't paint, and I won't call to anyone. I'll just drift here forever. It suits me. Deeper, deeper, further, further. Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. Are you sure no one's gonna call to you, GOGHIE? Huh? Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. Huh? What's going on? Is someone calling to me? Indeed we are. Indeed we are, GOGHIE, we're coming. Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. I'm picking up what feels like a cliff about 20 kilometers ahead of us. We might have a tough time making our way to GOGHIE. Can you use your bounded field to pinpoint her location, Batty? You got it. Just leave everything to Batty. Hey now, Professor Van Gogh, you might not look or act how I expected, but I still admire the Jigoku out of your mad painting skills. Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. Isn't it hard on you sending out so many pings? Probably. Yes, it is, but right now, this is the only sound I can send out to the Void Sea. There's no way I'm letting GOGHIE sink down into the depths of grief without a fight. I'm going to find her and pull her out of there, whatever it takes. We're all getting out of this zero sail and going back to reality space together. I won't let her rot down here alone. Yeah, that's right. I'm fighting to save her whether she wants me to or not. Come on, GOGHIE, hear me, damn it. I have no problem with you trying to use your pings to get a message to her. We don't have any other means of communicating with her after all. We've stockpiled a mountain's worth of resources for the search and rescue, and we've been putting up anti-beam and anti-explosive protections all around the Nautilus. Like they're going out of style. We also don't have to worry about small monsters or weak beam attacks at all now, thanks to Yangui Fei and Osaka Behemoth's familiars, taking care of the little guys on their own. And if that's not enough, Raikou and I are stationed outside the ship. With both of our noble phantasms powered up, we'll sink any enemy ship we see before it can fire and defend the ship from any A-rank attacks. The combat team is taking out smaller enemies under Lambda's command, and they'll also work with Fran to take out the larger ones if necessary. That's what I call teamwork. It makes the dream work. With as many offensive and defensive options at our disposal, we don't have to wait for enemies to find us anymore. We can draw them out with our active sonar. This is easily the most ridiculous submarine combat I've ever seen. But this kind of brick in the mold is just what we and Van Gogh need right now. Thanks, Captain. Speaking of combat, we've got a huge swarm of enemies heading our way. Oh. Get them familiars. The rest of you, take out the ones that slip past. This is frontline defense. Roger that. We have the situation well in hand. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I thought I would come see how my ship is faring since I finally have nothing to do in my workshop. Your ship? And it would seem we have an overwhelming advantage now. Hang on. Your ship? She's not wrong. The goddess has done an incredible amount of engineering and production over the course of this voyage. It wouldn't be inaccurate to say that at this point, roughly half of the Nautilus is her property. Impressive, right? I ask no fee for my work. All I request in return is your love and adoration. You got it. Of course, there's no way these add-ons and modifications can be sustained in reality space, so we'll have to remove them and overhaul the whole ship once we get back. Damn. Unfortunate. Aww. This is the defensive team. We've taken out almost all the enemies. We're heading back to the ship to resupply. The infirmary's ready and waiting with all kinds of healing spells in case anyone's injured. Kitchen. We've got warriors headed back. Make sure they all have something hot to drink. Kitchen here. Understood. I'll be waiting with everyone's usuals. You know, Master, once GOGHIE is back safe and sound, I'd be happy to make you another elderflower cordial. Weren't you on the team who wanted to dump GOGHIE and, kill her? Like, what? I don't know. Engine room. We'll need flanking speed as soon as the Osaka Behemoth gets back. I know you don't need to actually warm up the engines, but keep them ready to go. Anyway, don't you worry about it. The Nautilus might look like some overgrown hippo now, but it's still my baby, damn it. True. I'll make sure the engine keeps purring like a catfish, and you make sure you keep winning your battles. Engineer out. It's too bad the Marine's consciousness is still frozen. But that aside, the entire Nemo series is on the same page again. At this pace, we should be at our destination in about 20 or 30 minutes. Once again, I'll be counting on you, Itsuka. Like I said, we're not leaving here without her. We'll bring GOGHIE back. If it's the last thing we do. Machan, Captain! We've had an emergency! Now, that can't be good. Alright, let's hear it. What'd you find out? Well, you know that cliff we spotted up ahead, yeah? Turns out it's not a cliff at all. It's a really, really, really deca-huge Professor Van Gogh. Oh! She grew? By like 50 times? Oh. That might be a problem. That might. Well, let's spread her flower open. Pause. Osakabe, are you absolutely certain you're not mistaken? Yes, I'm positive. Believe me, I double-checked a dozen times. It looks like this terrain is roughly circular with about a 3-kilometer diameter. And you're telling us it's not a reef, but a servant's body? I find that more than a little hard to believe. Ritsuka, how does that compare to the largest enemies you fought to date? Good question. It's actually spherical, not circular. It's kind of like a giant bowling ball floating in the middle of the void sea. The outside seems kind of like a spirit body's outer shell, complete with a powerful spirit core signal in the center. I think this is Professor Van Gogh's real body. And unfortunately, since it's a sphere, there's no quick or easy way for us to get to it. And I'm guessing here, but I don't think the outer shell is just a plain old wall. It feels really aggressive, and it's probably super dangerous. Probably. I never would have imagined Van Gogh would mutate into something so massive. Maybe it's a side effect of Clyde's spirit origin. Like she's blooming instead of taking her own life. I don't think so. I'm guessing this is still just a bud, which means we haven't reached the blooming stage yet. Well, that's probably not good. So truly is the advent of an evil god. Then again, this could simply be those outer gods' plan B. Perhaps they decided that in the event they were unable to use Van Gogh to deify enough foreigners, they could make her into a powerful god in her own right. If that is indeed the case, it would make her both an undercover agent and a ticking time bomb. What should we do now, Captain? This ship's tougher than ever, but we never accounted for picking a fight with a glacier. Well, time to go the way of the Titanic, I guess. I'd like you all to come up with a plan to let us break through that shell with our existing firepower. Will you help us too, Goddess? Of course. However, there's still one thing we need. What's that? Sometimes when one is facing impossible seeming odds, one must turn to a malefactor for help. Is that not so? I mean, I guess. Who are you calling a malefactor? I mean, no, it's not wrong, is it, technically? Hey there, Oe. Oe. Hey, Master, forget it. I don't even remember how I got here. All I know is I was stuck in this cage when I came to, and now I can't even paint a damn picture. Whatever's going on, we Edoites don't make excuses for our deeds, even if we were drunk or in love at the time. So I ain't about to start now. Go ahead, do your worst. Just admit it, Oe. You do remember what happened, don't you? I just want to know what happened, that's all. Yeah, we're not mad or anything. Okay. Hokusai, why would you tell such an obvious lie? What else could I do? I ain't never been so ashamed in all my life. Yeah, but the best thing to do would be to own up to it. Really. After I go out of my way to send Master off with a bang, I turned out to be the bad guy who almost got you all killed, and disgracing myself by first showing up in that swimsuit again to boot. Not to mention that if I say I'm a samurai, I'd have to commit seppuku to atone for my crimes, right? Only if we order it, which we wouldn't do. So I can't help but try and, you know, sweep things under the rug. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, everyone. Don't worry, nobody's actually mad at you. Well, Captain might be, but... You mean it? The fact is, no servant is fully protected from someone or something tampering with their spirit origin. It's true, a lot of them have been made to play parts in all kinds of wicked schemes, and they weren't all foreigners by any means. Indeed. So rest assured there's no cause for you to be ashamed. We only kept you in here as a precaution, nothing more. However, we can keep you here no longer as we need your help. We would like your opinion on something given that you painted this vast ocean into existence. Well, in that case, yeah. Of course, I'll be glad to help. Alright, what happens in the Void Sea stays in the Void Sea, so no more shame for me. I'll do whatever I can to put things right. But first off, just so we're clear, I can't paint anything into existence here now that I've been cut off from the outer god. But I do know the sea and the skill board better than anyone, and thanks to that I can see a path to victory. You can? That's great. What do we have to do?
We use the gaps between the board spaces. You guys probably already know this, but those gaps are each their own narrow cul-de-sacs. They're so narrow, there's no way the Nautilus could get inside. They might be a little tough to aim for, but once you know the trick, they're useless as hiding places. That's what you guys thought they were, right?
You mean they're not?
Nope. They actually work just like a real Go board. Any place you surround, that becomes your territory.
Oh.
When you take over the smallest units of space, you cut off the moves that your opponent can make with their go stones, and open up more for yourself. So if you guys take over the gaps right at the big gal's corners and make the space she's in your territory, you'll be able to jump right into her center, no problem.
Oh. Seems oddly simple.
So put another way, if we occupy the 4 corners that make up the giant square area where Professor Van Gogh, the enemy is, will be able to just no-clip right into her... them? You got it. Pretty clever, right? There was one thing I still don't understand. Why did you make such an elaborate mechanism only to never use it in the 4th area? Because right when I was planning to put down a bunch of ghost stones and set a trap for you guys, you crushed the board with your Vajra thingy.
Now I feel a little guilty. Don't feel guilty. We were gonna be trapped here for hundreds of years if we didn't do that. If it's possible for us to warp directly inside the enemy's massive body, that'll save us a lot of time compared to cutting our way through. Definitely. But to do that, we'll first need to seize control of these 4 Go board spaces, and with as few people as possible. Once we've done that, we'll cut down any obstacles we run into inside the enemy and rescue Van Gogh in the center. Afterwards, we'll fire Raiko's lightning attack into the heart of the enemy's body to destroy it from the inside.
I see. Then our team formations all but decide themselves. Raiko will assume torpedo duties, Mandarillis will be our legs, and Fran will deliver the final blows and aid in any rescues. If I must, since my penguins will have to be out there the whole time, I'll escort you all into the deep myself.
She finally admitted they're penguins.
Ritsuka, since you'll be unable to accompany them, we should have Fran carry a camera or something so you can see what's taking place. Now let's see, we'll not need to worry about sonar while seizing control of these 4 points, so Osakabe and Guifei can take 1 point each. However, that still leaves 2 other fighter positions. And since Smash just must protect the ship, I suppose I'll just have to fill one of them myself.
Yeah, aren't you weak in that swimsuit? Since it's not really yours? Hey, Beowulf. Sure about this?
If all I need to do is seize a single point of territory, that should be fine. However, I don't expect it to be of any use in battle, so I'll be counting on you to handle that, Ritsuka. Alright, now that it looks like my work here's done, I'm just gonna head back and paint a fisher person's banner or something for good luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's still 1 point left.
Nonsense, you'll seize the last point.
Do you not see the swimsuit I have ready for you? No, anything but that! By my command spell, yada yada yada. Damn, we're really resupplying those command spells hella quick, huh? Oh man, I'm wearing it. This is so embarrassing.
Oh well, I guess
There's worse things I could be wearing when I go apologize to Van Gogh.
Alright, if this is what the Edoites gotta do to make things right, I ain't gonna back down.
Looks like we've got a plan.
Alright, let's get started right.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Gah, what was that?
I think we're under attack.
I'm okay.
I've toughened up a good bit since the last time. I just heard a voice from the giant enemy structure up ahead. What'd you say? Basically, stay away.
What do you say, Acting Commander? Shall we just give up then?
What? No, of course not. Not in your life. Okay, and then she commits seppuku right then and there. Like, okay, not in my life, huh?
That's what I thought. Incidentally, the voice was only the beginning. We've also got a ton of enemies, including some that look kind of like torpedoes headed straight for us. I don't think our autonomous defenses will be able to handle them all. Can we fend them off ourselves? Oh, please, who do you think we are? This would be the perfect little warm-up right before the big show. Oh yes, I was just getting a bit tired of not only throwing torpedoes around anyway. So I'll gladly take this opportunity to show what my blade can do in close quarters combat. Yes, I don't mind getting a little hot. Yeah, go get him, Fran. Show him what for. Hit him with the 1-2 cross. And of course, we're going to bring a bond point increaser. Because I'm thirsty for bond points. Yeah, so do. Shouldn't be a terribly difficult fight, I would think. Until a random enemy with like 500,000 HP shows up. With like invincibility. Like, oh boy. That'd be unfortunate.
敵対勢力と接触。魔術戦を開始します。
いきます。加減が難しいのよね。今のうちに準備を。そういうのもありよ。せい。
I wonder why you have bond points. Yeah, it's a mystery. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Oh boy. Gachas. Alright, Victoria, or Castoria, technically. Tis your time to shine. Let's see, you can bomb the ever-loving heck out of this guy. And then boom, boom. This almost feels like overkill, but well. Where's the fun in the game if there's no overkill every now and then? Damn. Ow. Rude. Rude as heck. What did we do? Probably need more than one attack. Nice. Ow. Okay. Damn. That hurt. You know what? Yeah. She's resisted, but I think that's probably still the best move we can do. Probably. Yeah. What was he gonna say? It's probably just full charge every other turn or something. Okay, apparently that has ignore invincible. Yeah. You, my good sir. You die. Post haste. Do not remove both. Good. Good.
堪能してください。
Perfect. Not so perfect. Ow. Why? What did we ever do?
へえ。次はこれ。やってみるか。はい。お祭りお祭り。
We'll have to absorb one
どうに
last
かなっちゃえ。は
Noble Phantasm blow.
喜んでくれますか？
Or extra attack blow. Not really Noble Phantasm, but I mean, I guess sort of is. Ow.
バトル終わったら私のとこに。
Could have been worse.
まさか。
Still had 3 people
こ
left
れ
at
で
the
終わり
end.
だと思ってます？
Okay. That wasn't so bad. Had to make a few sacrifices, but what is life without sacrifice?
I can hear Lady Yangbi-Fei's voice. She's calling to me. She wants to save me, I can tell. And if she wants to save me, I'm sure everyone else does too. Master, Fran, Nemo. But they can't. I'm too dangerous, I'm a walking contradiction. They wouldn't even recognize me now. I don't have any right to be with them. Who am I again? I am Vincent Van Gogh. Right, I'm Van Gogh, the servant with the starry night. That's why I have to die. But I can't die, because I'm Clyde. Even so, I'm still Van Gogh. Even so, Who am I? An exception has occurred. Core consciousness reboot complete. I am Van Gogh. I don't need to think about anything else. All I need to do is follow my madness beyond the stars, release my noble phantasm, and deify other foreigners. Once I do, my mission will be complete. If my mind self-destructs due to overload, I can still accomplish my main objective by engaging my core consciousness and letting my divine form bloom. I'll make this sea into our paradise, for that is why I was born. I see. So I do have a purpose, even as a patchwork servant. How wonderful. Even if I can't accept it, even if I can't stand myself, knowing that my life has a purpose is a wonderful thing. I'm sure Van Gogh, who struggled to find purpose his whole life, and Clyde, who was abandoned, would feel the same way. So,
Don't do it! Don't do it, GOGHIE! There's something off about this.
It's true, Master. It feels like the enemy isn't just trying to attack us. That's correct. Half of these warheads consist of A-rank explosives, while the other half are made up of resources and healing spells. If they weren't healing us at the same time they're hitting us, we might have already be just so much flotsam.
Damn, I wish I could see them for myself.
Captain, that's how Spico is doing. Right, our mind is clearly split between one half trying to give itself over to the evil gods, and the other half trying to rid itself of their influence. If these attacks were just let up a bit, then we'd be able to go on the offensive ourselves. As a phantom spirit myself, I can tell she's trying to fight this.
Captain, you just gave me an idea. What's that? Since you're both phantom spirits, maybe you could get through to her? Maybe?
Huh. Yangbi-Fei, can you amplify my voice enough for Van Gogh to hear me? You got it. You might want to cover your ears. It's gonna be really, really loud.
Yeah, I guess as 2 people who are semi-modern. I'd say kind of semi-modern. You know, they're not like ancient. But yeah, as 2 like semi-modern people who are fused with God. Well, I guess Clyde's a divinity, not necessarily a god though. But yeah, still. As two people fused with divinities of varying, level, I guess they would have a bit in common. Just be yourself, Captain.
Right. I'll be as clear as a crystal jellyfish.
Okay.
Elle. That voice. Tell us. I recognize that voice. This is Captain Nemo of the Nautilus. I repeat, tell us your name. That's right, your name, the name you want to go by. Whatever name that is, it's okay. The battle for your name is also a battle for your sense of self. It's not easy by any means, but only you can fight it. Because what you gain from winning is the most precious thing of all. It doesn't matter how silly your name is or even how evil. Ritsuka will accept it, I promise. Whatever happens, I promise Caldia will be there for you. And of course I, Captain Nemo, will too. We won't abandon you. So don't give up. Fight. Do whatever it takes to win. Even if only for one brief moment, you must overcome the enemy. And once again, I repeat, tell us your name. Whatever it is, the Nautilus will rescue you in whatever way you need. You must not listen. I can choose my own name. You must not listen. I can be myself, contradictions, failure, cursed nature and all, and still find acceptance. Stop it. If it's really okay. Stop it. For me to have Van Gogh's memories and Clyde's mind and body. Stop. Then... my name is... What's going on? The enemy's projectiles are now 60% support resources and rising. 70%. 80. Whoa, they just hit 100%.
Our resource gauge is overflowing. Oh man, what a waste.
Was that a response?
Huh? Hang on, let me adjust the frequency. No, wait, she's adjusting it on her own. Ah, Tiamat! Oh! Hear me!
Can you hear me? I'm Clyde and I'm Van Gogh.
I'm Clyde Van Gogh!
I can't give up being Van Gogh, and I can't deny being Clyde either. I know I'm a strange, bizarre, and creepy servant, but even so, if you say I really can go by that name, then... I'd be so happy if you saved me.
We will, Goghie. We'll save you. I promise. We won't let some silly outer god have you. Not ever. You're ours. Our precious. Alright, we've got to fight a foreigner. But that's fine. Oh yeah, I'll take a 120 Kiara. Sure. Yeah, that'll do. That'll work quite nicely, I think. All right, and then give me my Tiamoto. Thank you. I should probably bring one more alter ego just to be safe. Yeah, we'll bring Passion Lip. And I think with all these alter egos, we can probably get by leaving the bond essences up, right? Probably. We can probably get by with this. And if not, well, we can adjust late, I guess. Yeah, so this is fine. And Yeah, we'll use our boy Shang Yu. Because he applies Ignore Invincible onto us. So if we do have some Invincible to deal with, we'll have that. Was he available during the... I think he was. I think he was available during the, Hokusai fight. Artist's
敵対勢
Agony.
力と接触魔術戦を開始します
No, don't worry, Goghie. We'll free you. As soon as we can. I'll leave the Ibuki out for now. Well, actually no. Tiamat, get up here. Yeah, this works out. I probably should use Kiara this turn, given she's 120. Probably hits harder than... Decrease arts card resist. Yeah. We'll use Tiamat's arts card. Decrease defense. Won't use that one yet, though. Actually, we could do this. With that buff on, I wonder if Bassett will do more than a 120. Probably. She probably will. Or I could just do a full combo. Now I feel like I wasted Bassett's shit. Okay, well. I mean, it'll be up for 2 more turns, so it's fine. And say, I feel like I wasted Bassett's buff, but... Ah, well. Yep. You're getting tentacled. Kiara is something else. That's for sure. Oh, Goghie. We'll save you, Goghie. We'll free you from your agony. Even if we have to put you down. What? I mean, no. Yes, Ganba. Any crits? Any... Oh, thank you. Oh. Another one? No. 3 would have been too much to ask for, I suppose. Guts. I was hoping she wouldn't use that particular skill. But of course she would. Why wouldn't she? Alright, yeah, there's no way we're gonna drag this out. Yeah, let's do this. Hopefully get some crits. Nice. Perfect. That... Oh, good. Agu.
単純に実力不足です
She agued. Goghie, do you hear us? Yeah, it's probably too much to ask for that. To have... Yeah. I doubt once we're... Oh, we have to use this Kabime. That's not great. Alright, we'll do this. I'll say, even if we, beat all of her problems, her acne and depression, and I don't know, whatever the others are gonna be, I doubt that'll completely cure her, depressing personality. Like, that's probably a pretty integral part of Van Gogh. Water Nymph's Regret. Oh. We're getting some, Clytie in here, not just Van Gogh. I should have expected that, I suppose. It only makes sense.
手出しはさせません。私の手怖くても我慢。私の手にすっぽりです。いいですね。はい。行きなさい。
Do full quick, so next turn we can just crit the hell out of her. Oh, Passion Lip, my beloved. You absolute tank. Do this, we'll charge up more phantasms. Ow. Sadly, both Tiamat and Lip are AoE, so they won't do much. Also, what are these, I guess those will activate once she is down to... once her break bar is broken, I assume. More than likely. Honestly, I might just do full. Tiamat. Again, I'm not gonna do. Well, I mean, I would probably do a decent amount. I don't know if I should feel bad about. But you know, it's like these are just shadows of like her like breaking through her negative feelings, but I feel kind of bad about beating her up. Okay, that's a lot of guts. Surely those will go away, right? Surely those won't. No, not a single one has a turn counter. Okay, we're gonna have to beat her up a bunch. Sorry, GOGHIE. We really don't want to do this, but we don't seem to have much choice in the matter. You know, may as well do. Yes. And hopefully... I don't know if this turn we'll be able to take out her first guts or not. Probably not. Actually, it probably will, actually. That did a hell of a lot more than I thought it was going to. I thought maybe it'd get her down to like 160 or something. No, I got down to 100. So I will take that. All day, day. Oh my god. GOGHIE, please. GOGHIE, why? So desu. Agu. 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 Ow. That damage goes crazy, huh? Yeah,
pop some defense ups. Do your thing. Wait, how many? Is it a full turn or is it something I can break through? Okay, no, it's just one. Okay, so we can do this. Wait, that's gonna be a waste. Because it's gonna keep attacking through the guts. Ow. Lip! Alright. Well. She doesn't have evade, but she can absorb one hit. So that should be fine. That's the thing, she can take one hit without dying. Actually, with all those attack ups, maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Maybe? No. Apparently not. Apparently she could not absorb that many attack, or a attack. Whoopsie. Alright, just to make sure. I mean, I'm sure she would have been able to take out her guts stack well enough, but just to make sure. She's really a goon all over the place. And just white dust. Bit disappointing for a drop, but ah well, we'll make do. Alright, it's 2 down, 2 to go. Alright, it was Artist's Agony, Water Nymph's Regret. And now what? Now that we've got her, I could... Yeah, I'm gonna bring back, her and then swap them around. Alright, Conqueror's Warcry. Alright, who we working with? Artist self-harm. I would have thought that would have been under the agony part, but I guess not. Alright, full Tiamoto. Agu. I'm sorry for making you Agu. But it's for your own good, GOGHIE. I promise we're not doing this just for shits and giggles. At least mostly. Ganbaru-masu. Okay, hopefully this will... yeah. Agu. Break bar down. Ow. Ow. So heckin' rude. So desu ka? We might just... I think we'll just kill her this turn. Oh yeah. No, Baz is just gonna counter her to death.
Except for that guts, apparently.
もっと刺激を。
フラガラク。
I go. Alright. Rest in
そうですか。
piss.
処理
That
班を
one
呼びま
was
した
much less
そのまま
annoying
眠ってください
than the previous one. The previous one, she just had guts all over the place. Like guts, 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 guts. And the last one. This one's gonna probably go back to Clyde again. More than likely. Probably. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what it would be. Water nymphs. Self-punishment.
油断しません。
Yeah, makes sense.
いただきますごちそうさま
ダメ。
Damn, that stun's never gonna
いい
hit,
で
is
す
it?
ね。
了解同意します
は。
フィニッシュ
こんな
I
光
think
で
this would be
よ
too
け
much
れ
to
ば。
hope for.
うねり。
Ow.
浅い
Honestly, if you could keep going for Hokusai, that'd actually be
頑張ります。
決着の時
ideal. Actually, do I want to use her Noble Phantasm this turn? Actually, I changed my mind.
Hi.
We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that.
行きなさい。よし。
On the final health bar, though, we indeed will.
こんな光でよければ。うねり。すみません。
You know, I like how it said that 100% of the resource of the things she was sending out were support
ゴッツホル
resources,
ダーの証明を
but she's still attacking us, or her shadows are still attacking us.
了解
Like, so maybe there's a little part of her that's not quite
Yeah,
on their side yet. Just a little piece of her.
ワンツー暗殺英圧イングズ
I
キ
go,
リエグル
I go.
こんな光でよければ。
切り札はこちらが先だ
Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Shadow GOGHIE.
フラガラク
I go. And dead.
ピョーンとつこうか
But not really dead, of course. We would never kill GOGHIE. Not in earnest. That'd be silly. Or would it? Alright, GOGHIE, we've broken through your agony and regret, and we're coming for you. We'll save you if it's the last thing we do. Oh. I've certainly never seen the inside of an evil flower god before. I'll say this for Yangui Fei. She's got excellent taste in illusions. How's the reception up on this bridge, Ritsuka? Loud and clear, coming in loud and clear. Good. Alright, Frank, going. Be careful with that camera. And watch the coordinates too, since they're updated constantly. Okay, Mama. She's doing it anyway, even though she said no. No. Never call me that. Here goes! Rah! Is Melt / Lambda gonna get used to it? I feel like she's gonna get used to it and be like, ah, whatever, call me what you want. Now this one, yeah. Ha! That hurt, but I think we might have found her. Oh? Yeah, that's her hand.
Ran?
Leave now. All your efforts have been for naught. The noble phantasm release may have failed, but now that I have grown, I cannot be eliminated by conventional means. I have no fear. Even after the conclusion of this plan, the invasion of your realm will not begin for another 1,000 years.
We'd rather you don't invade at all, even if we're dead by then.
When that time comes, you have my word that the invasion will be executed by a painless or even pleasurable means of coexistence with intelligent life.
Is it threatening to bone us into submission? Well, huh? Something is speaking through Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, Fran, don't listen to that voice. It's a divinity from another world. It's just saying random words to try and get us to back off.
Not at all. The fact is, accepting me is the next best outcome all of you could hope for.
Nope.
Why not?
'Cause you're hurting Van Gogh. Van Gogh, we're patchwork beings. But we can still have fun together. Thank you, Fran.
Initial negotiations have failed. A pity. Perhaps you'll be more receptive after I've captured and tortured you.
I don't think so. No, I don't think we would be. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't count on it. Who knows? I've never been tortured before, so hard to say. Oh, it's just a leafy ifrit. Evil god of flowers. What a name. Ikuze. Beat it up, Bazit. Beat it up. Beat it off. Wait, what? Well, I'm not a fan of the poison. They can't use the implied real name. That leads to risk of lawsuits. What's... Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Lovecraft's monsters outside of the Cthulhu and Black Go to the Woods. You know, the fertility outer goddess. Black Goat. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like outside of those two, I don't know anything about them. Like I didn't even remember that Abby's was Yogg. Because again, the only ones that come to mind when I think about it is again Cthulhu and Black Goat. Ow. Ow. Fran! So, yeah, I have no idea who this one's meant to be. Localizers do sneak in the Black Goat's government name. I don't even remember her actual name. I just remember her as Black Goat of the Woods. I think it's like
Asai.
Rosh. Oh, right, yeah. Shub. This one's implied to be Volthoom. Okay. I should probably... Actually, I could stun it. And hopefully I can break her break bar. I needed at least 2 crits there. I needed 2 crits and I didn't get any crits. Oh boy. Neither of... Actually, you have NP Seal. Perfect. My absolute goat, Ibuki Doji. This thing's Noble Phantasm, extra attack, whatever, shouldn't have Ignore Invincible, right? So I should be free to pop Bazit's Noble Phantasm, right? I hope. I'm gonna hope that's the case. Because I'm committed. Okay, yep. Perfect. Very perfect. Yep. And then... Big dubs. Yeah. Oh, got 5. 5 of whatever. Probably spirit roots, I would think. Given we're fighting a plant god. Yeah, spirit roots. Get spat on. We did it, did we? Did we though?
Well, this was unexpected. Your combat capability, engineering prowess, control over your state of mind, and your vicious tenacity to make the most of those traits in this abnormal space is impressive. However, my true body is still alive and well. Do you actually believe you will be walking out of here alive?
Get Van Gogh! Get her!
Aye. Can you get out? No, huh? Don't move, okay?
You're just gonna cut her out?
I'm sorry. No apology, just smile. Okay, let's go. I'll carry you. Close your mouth, I'm gonna run fast. Rah!
It's no use. I told you it's no use.
I need backup. Hold on, I'll have Lemdarilla get you more resources.
No, you won't.
I think we're getting cut off.
I've cut off your communications and your escape routes. None of you are leaving here alive.
Are we done for? Fran, I'll use my Noble Phantasm.
It's not bad.
Don't worry, this is a different one.
And not Starry Night.
Oh, other Noble Phantasm. I think I can use in this Spirit Origin. but I'll need a whole minute to paint it. Please, oh, which 1 minute? Please buy me some time, Fran. Got it.
Stop that.
Nuh-uh.
Just nuh-uh.
Van Gogh's entrance of hope and despair. The shattered, abandoned remnants of dreams. But I'm still going to paint this. Or my name isn't Clyde Van Gogh. Here in the sunlit room, it's exterior yellow and interior white. I must paint a picture of hope, both for myself and my friends.
Is he gonna be the sunflower?
Within these warm walls with which to keep the Mistral's gusts at bay, in this land devoid of shadows, I will shake your hand with the best of wishes for a delicate friendship. Let there be a street towards the yellow house, where my friends and I can live in peace. Het gele whis, whis, whis. Oh? Van Gogh once managed to reach another power from beyond. This is it. Protection and blessings for my friends. Destruction and disaster for my enemies. This will help you break us out of here.
Oh? Kind of looks like you, poisoned her, but, okay.
Okay, I can do this now. Charging complete.
Big electric sure hit shocking kaboom!
Skewered plasma blade.
This can't be.
Yeah, get absolutely massacred by a... I don't want to call her a monster, but... we'll just say girl in a swimsuit.
It's about time you showed up. First comms go dead, then the after effects from your absurd noble phantasm make my legs tingle. What were you doing in there? Sorry, we managed. You two do know you've been cursed, right? Like, a lot. I'm sorry. It's a side effect of my noble phantasm.
Let's go back before we die. That's probably a good idea. Oh, if it's not one thing with you two, it's another.
Bridge, I've got Van Gogh and Fran. We're getting out of here. Reiko, you're up. Oh yes, it's been a very long time since I've had this much energy at my disposal, both magical and otherwise. And now at long last, I no longer have to worry about keeping silent. So I will gladly channel every last drop of my devotion to ridding the world of evil into the stack, and shout it loud and proud with every fiber of my being. The Vajra of Gozuteno, reincarnation of the goddess Indra, the lance of divinity made from sacred bones. Come forth and annihilate all evil. Vajra of Indra. Did it work? I think it worked. ... This is the Angry Fae. I just heard some huge rending sound. The enemy structure is collapsing from the inside. I see it too.
We did it! Poggers! This is even worse because I did go through a phase where I used like Twitch stream speak IRL, so this doubly hurts. I still do occasionally as like, but like more as a meme, but I used to do it a lot. I still don't know what that word means. It's like, I don't even have to, I guess it's like wow or amazing, I guess, is the best way to describe what it means. Hey, Byakuran. We did it, poggers. By the way, Lambda, could you maybe get me the heck out of here? Hiya, quick. I'm about to lose my footing here, and it's triggering my PTSD. Don't you know that escorting princesses is one of my highest priorities? I've already sent a collection team your way, so just sit tight. Oh, wow. Lambda actually not being... Maybe that is her being snarky. Maybe it is. Oh, and Bridge, just for the record, both Van Gogh and Fran are safe and sound. Thank goodness. This is MASH. We did it, Senpai. We really did it. We sure did.
Mission complete, everyone. Great work. Nemo series. Prepare to withdraw.
Earthlings.
Ah, who said that?
I appear to have snatched defeat from the jaws of victory with my lack of foresight. And you, in turn, have refused your chance at the second best outcome you could have hoped for. A peaceful, even gentle annihilation. Pity. Goodbye.
You said second best outcome. We still have the best outcome that we could hope for to work towards. Well, that was unsettling.
Gods always resort to threats when things don't go their way. That's why humans are forced to worship them, whether they actually like them or not. But it doesn't matter what they say. It's up to humanity to sail the seas of hope and guide our ships towards it. Don't you agree, Shengyu?
Affirmative.
Oh, okay, good.
I knew you would. Alright, let's get ready to welcome everyone back on board.
Goghie. Give me a hug, Goghie. Come here. We must protect Goghie at all costs. Even if we have to sacrifice a limb or two. You completed all main quests unlocked by Void Survey Points. Void Survey Points will no longer be necessary. Okay. I kind of assumed. Final act, firing a salute to the abyss. I'm ready. One last torpedo barrage. For good measure.
Well, everyone, I'm proud to announce Operation Imaginary Scramble's complete.
He said the thing.
And without a single casualty. And it's all thanks to all of you, crew and passengers alike. In fact, I'd say, you're all part of the Nautilus's crew now. I only wish I could have been a better leader. I was a complete failure as captain from start to finish.
No, that's not true.
Aster's right. You were so cool when you called out to me back there. Even just remembering it makes me smile.
Ooh, romance.
It's true. Nobody here is at all disappointed in your performance as captain. Now you're just embarrassing me. Still, I do feel like I learned and grew a lot on this voyage, despite being a servant. So once again, thank you, all of you.
So how are we going to get out of this place? As a matter of fact, Van Gogh and I have already discussed that. By the way, is it alright if I still call you Van Gogh? Would you prefer Clyde?
Van Gogh is fine. I still have Vincent Van Gogh's talent and can paint the same paintings he did, so I think it suits me fine. I might still end up going through the occasional identity crisis in the future. But in general, I'm looking forward to being a Greek girl who uses Van Gogh as a pseudonym.
A pseudonym, huh? I'm all for it. Go ahead and call yourself whatever you like. Say, once we get back to Chaldea, how'd you like to collaborate? I'm sure she would love that.
Oh, that sounds amazing! Although the Van Gogh part of me feels like I'm supposed to criticize you incessantly until you get sick of me.
Hey, just because you got Van Gogh's memories, don't mean you gotta do everything he did. Oh man, two our legends working together before my very eyes. So incredible. Oh, I've never been happier to be a heroic spirit. Though I'm also terrified for what this means for next year's Servant Fest. Was there a Servant Fest the following year? I don't think so, right? It was only, what, Summer 4 and Summer... last year's Summer? Summer 8? So I don't think... Maybe it's implied there's one every year, but we don't see all of them. Because, like, nothing interesting happens during the... all the others. We only see the ones that... events took place in. But otherwise, they still do the whole manga exhibition, or Dojin exhibition. You know, Servant Fest.
Ah, this is all delightfully heartwarming, but it's also taken us quite a ways off track now. You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, let me explain. This final area has lots of resources just floating around from the wreckage of my giant spirit body. So if we combine those resources with the surplus we already have on the ship, the Nautilus can transform them into pure magical energy and make them into a holy grail.
Really? Is that even possible?
Luckily there's so much magical energy here that I can easily make the conditions to make a holy grail, just by altering void space a little.
Better question, are there still years on Bleached Earth for there to be a next year? Yeah. Maybe? I don't know.
Once we have the Holy Grail, we can use it to restore void space back to how it used to be, no problem. We can even give it new protections that'll make it harder to be invaded again. After that, the Nautilus can easily emerge from its seer sail, and Caldia can collect the rest of the Holy Grail. And just like that, everyone's happy. There you have it. That should work, right, Professor? The idea of using a powerful artifact like a Holy Grail as casually as any other item is pretty humbling, but it definitely does seem possible. If you like, I could do it right now.
That easy, huh?
Okay then, here goes. Maybe you could all talk about something else while I do this. It'd be kinda awkward otherwise.
Like, we all just stare at her.
So the Marines are basically just autonomous familiars now, huh?
Yep, thanks to a certain tomboy servant messing with them. Can't have him revolted on us again, can we?
Sorry about that.
Wait, hold up a sec. I don't remember doing anything to mess them up. I hate to say it, but I think this just goes to show how much weaker that we Nemos were deep down than we realized. Yeah, I think they just... actually were freaking out because regular Nemo was freaking out, not knowing what to do.
I don't buy that. We had to scrutinize ourselves intensely to split up like this in the first place, after all. I think it has to be a bug in the memory partition process. I don't know. Captain can be kind of an imbecile sometimes. What do you think, Baker?
Gosh, I don't know. It's hard to say. You were one of the ones who was wanting to throw... Van Gogh into the bus.
Eesh, can't pick a side, huh?
Hey, Fran. Remember when we lost contact? What happened afterward?
Oh, Van Gogh used another noble phantasm. It was all, Naroom, dun dun dun, kablam!
I wish I could have seen it. I'm sure we will eventually.
Yes, I would have liked to see what kind of picture it was, too. Oh, maybe it was La Peretengi? The one she used back when she saved our lives the first time? Huh?
Oh, whoops, sorry for distracting you.
Oh yeah, stocking should be fine. Anyway, I actually can't use the noble phantasm. Huh? I was relatively mentally stable when I painted that picture, so those on the other side were never really interested in it. As Clyde Van Gogh, the only noble phantasms I have are De Steranacht and Hegil Huis. I can still paint the picture though, but why did we start talking about Tengi anyway? Anyway, while we were talking, I just about finished the Holy Grail.
I think the first one who brought up Tengi was... As it happens, I actually do remember what happened when Van Gogh used Noble Phantasm. Guifei? Yeah, Yang? Huh? Shang Yu, did you just attack Yang Guifei?
So you tried to end me in a single blow, huh? Hegemon King?
No. Yang Guifei, how could you?
Too bad it didn't work. Even your insanely sharp blade couldn't cut me off from the chaos of the stars.
So that's why the Novum Chaldea group were talking about, like, some outer gods being enemies of each other. Yang Guifei was helping us take care of Van Gogh's outer god, so that way her outer god could emerge.
Curse you, ruin of nations. Master, I'm afraid the rest is up to you.
Shang Yu?
Shang Yu? Lady Yang Guifei? What are you doing? Thanks for the Holy Grail, GOGHIE. I'll be taking this now, okay? Stop! It burns. I don't want to hurt you if I don't have to. We're both foreigners, and besides, I like you. So, just stay back. What's the meaning of this, Yang Guifei?
It's pretty obvious.
Stop. Put down the Holy Grail. Right now. What she said.
Otherwise I'll fill you so full of holes you'll be emptier than the void sea. Come on, you cut it out. Tell me this is just some kind of victory prank.
I'm afraid it's nothing like that, baddie. In fact, it might be an especially bad ending for you. Don't you ignore me. Don't worry, Master. I'll put an end to this. Yeah. I know I might not look it, but I'm actually a pretty hard worker. And I've been working extra hard studying your weaknesses to make sure none of you could stop me here. So I don't think anything you try will work. Now let's try this again, Master. I'm going to neutralize you now, okay? Just kidding.
So that was you who said that, not Van Gogh. Or your god, anyway. And you're the ones who mess with the Marines.
Burn them all.
Huh?
Eek, what are you doing, Marine? Get away from me. Yeah, quit and let go of me. Yamete. Hey, watch where you're grabbing me. I'm a star, you... Huh? I can't liquefy my body. Yeah, Baker, not you too. What's wrong with her, Professor? I don't know, she and the Marines are all completely out of control. Captain, I think it's time to use your root level authority. That's not working either. What did you do, Yang Guifei?
The dolls!
I gave out little gifts and made sure all my bases were covered while I waited for all of you to let your guard down. So now that's the final stage, and I'm positively overflowing with eldritch power. I decided it was finally time to make my move.
What kind of power did you say you had? Eldritch?
Eldritch, of course. Can't you feel it all around me? Now you're just being ridiculous. Oh, but I'm not.
I'm very serious. Eldritch power is an indescribable, incredibly evil power that comes straight from the outer universe. It's often tied directly to madness and is used by the evil gods to bring great disaster upon you all. Say, for example, making the summoning system bug out and connect directly to the throne. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I don't sound very serious right now, do I? Let me fix that.
Yep, here comes God form. Yep.
Good day to you all once again, crew of the Nautilus. Though I bear you no ill will, I'm afraid my ultimate goals and your continued existence are mutually exclusive. So I must be your enemy now.
This is all my fault. If I hadn't used Asteronaut, then Lady Yingby Faye would never have allied with an evil god.
But then we wouldn't have been able to save you from turning into... Oh no, Lady Van Gogh. Touching though your concern is, it is laughably inaccurate. Does that mean you've been betraying us from the very start? Yeah.
Obviously,
Obviously, I too am a foreigner who had heard the call and came here through the throne. Deeper, further.
That can't be right. The evil god that was haunting me only had me called to gods from the same alliance. I know it reached Hokusai, but none of the others made so much as a peep.
Yes, that's true. But fortunately, my beloved Emperor has more than the necessary connections to vacate a seat for me. And since that accursed being seems to be none the wiser this time, my beloved Emperor ordered me to take advantage of this vacated seat to let my hair down, so to speak. So I made my way to the throne and answered the summon just as planned. Isn't that right, Emperor? Huh? Master?
Yeah, I was wondering when our doll would come into play.
I swear, Emperor, you played it so cool you had me a bit worried at times. Is that why Ritsuka was acting smarter than usual? Like figuring out the go board thing? Is because we were being like controlled or haunted, possessed by her emperor. Still, even though you were just playing around, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to follow your orders. At any rate, I now have the Holy Grail just as we planned.
What would you have me do with it, my beloved emperor?
Ah, yes, I see. So you wish the festivities to continue? For even more feverish dancing than ever before? Senpai, what are you saying?
I can't move.
don't listen, Mash. She's mad.
Huh? What? Now I see, in her delirium, she's completely given in to the voices in her head. You want to talk?
Ritsuka, just say the word and I'll kill her right here, right now.
Wait, stop! Come on, you snap out of it!
This doesn't make sense. I could have sworn you were telling the truth when you made your summoning pledge.
Oh, as I recall, I said something along these lines. I'm aware that I too am a defender of humanity, and I also have no desire for revenge. And of course, my beloved Emperor has no desire to see humanity destroyed. I'll gladly ignore the temptations of other gods and devote myself fully to her. To that end, I am even prepared to be bound with the command spell. However, Emperor, if you were to wish for depravity or destruction, I wouldn't hesitate to enact your will. Now tell me, my beloved Emperor, what is your command?
Depravity? Man, if only Kamo was here right now, she would get a kick out of this.
Senpai?
There. No more cursed doll.
Ah, I can talk again.
Yes, she wishes my command, my beloved Emperor.
Forget what I just said. Just forget it.
Holy Grail.
My Emperor desires feverish festivities.
A banquet of depravity and destruction. I therefore summon the dark dancers of the stars, the foul foreigners who've long been lurking at the edge of the abyss.
Huh? The heroic spirit summoning system just activated by itself.
Who's being summoned? Who's the dark dancers? But just the people we already know, apparently. What? Huh? Where did I just get summoned? Oh, Master, if you're here, does that mean I'm on the Nautilus? Yeah. Oh, what's this? It seems mysterious heroine XX has picked up the scent of a hidden extra mission. Overtime pay, here I come. I could have sworn I summoned a third servant as well. But the maidens gathered here will suffice. Hokusai is already here, so I don't think she was talking about her. What? I guess Mysterious Idol would be the only other one who's in the game at this point? Idol was in the game by now, right? I'm pretty sure. Idol wasn't out by then. Okay, then who would she have been trying to summon? Because Hokusai's already here. Koyansky? No, that wouldn't. Hokusai, Abby, Mysterious Heroine, Van Gogh, Yingbi Fei. I can answer that with. Oh, okay. Now allow me to infuse you with eldritch power. Ah! Whoa, what kind of craziness have I gotten myself into now? Yeah, not me too. What? I'm sorry, Master. I really am a bad girl. Abby? Last night's drawing wasn't enough. Not nearly enough. Oh, wait, was Jacques out by now? She might have been. Whatever am I going to do? Now that I'm a bad girl, I think I'll take out all of my frustration at being left home alone on you. Also no? Master, I've only been pretending to depend on your handouts. The truth is, I've been squirreling money away. Again, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure she's only a foreigner by virtue of being. You know, from the servant verse. I don't know if she really has any connection to evil gods, but maybe. I've been studying hard in between in between missions and making solid, boring investments in space stocks, space finance, and space cryptocurrency. All so that I can eventually make my way out of this seemingly endless hell of working for the spaceman and enjoy something like retirement in my old age. I ask of you, are you my fiance? I mean, I could be. If you're not, then you have no right to mess with my side gigs. You know. Sorry about this, Master. Once I saw OA kicking up a storm, I couldn't help but want to get in on the action myself. God damn it, Toto-sama. I want to take all my ink and dump it out into the void sea, then paint to my heart's content. You can give me that much, right? Behold, Emperor, the dancers you requested are here and ready. All the embodiments of evil you could ask for. The spine-tingling charms of the inner palace right before your eyes. Now we'll hold a festival of indescribable madness. We will sing, dance, shoot, kill, and fight for control of the Void Sea. The winner will earn the right to rule over the next era on Earth. That's right, the great foreigner festival Void Sea Scramble you asked for is finally about to begin. You've entirely stopped listening to me, haven't you? It's not that. She was never listening to you in the first place. We just never noticed that she's so damn smart. On the surface, she pretended to help us, but on the inside, she's as insane and conspiratorial as Kiyohime and Raiko. That was uncalled for! I'm just a little more motherly in my other spirit origin, that's all. Mama? What?
It looks like you heroic spirits are saying something, but I'm afraid I have no idea what it is. Now come, dancers. Claim your territories. Paint the sea with your preferred color and partake in territorial warfare while we wait for our emperor to grace us with her presence. The winner shall take all, both for the seas and the emperor. Now let us be on our way.
Speechless. Agape. Frozen in place. Oh? GOGHIE? Huh? You're not going with them, Vingo?
I'm sorry.
That kind of party isn't really my thing. Oh. So you're on our side still? Question mark?
Are you still sane, Vingo? Even though you're in your final form? Yes. Though now I feel a little left out.
But how? The Eldritch Power clearly made all the others lose their mod. Did it, though?
Yeah, I really don't like forming hypotheses about such bizarre powers, but... maybe when we physically defeated her evil god's terminal and cut off her link, the Eldritch Power targeting her didn't take root?
Oh, look, I just threw away all the Nemo series dolls.
Huh? What were we just doing? My head hurts.
Maybe my oven has a gas leak? I hope not.
Jeez, you got one of those dolls too, Baker? No wonder you're acting so weird. So we were infected with mental corruption we somehow couldn't notice even with a memory partition. This Eldritch Power is truly frightening. So, I know things are kind of weird right now, but... this is an existential crisis for humanity, right? I'm not just imagining things, am I?
No, it definitely is. Looks like we'll need to begin a second operation, Acting Commander.
Indeed. And fortunately, Fran has already shown us a path to victory. All we need to do is remove the terminals feeding the foreigners Eldritch Power from the outer gods, and it should quell their rampage. Once they have come to their senses, even if only for a moment, we should then be able to restrain them.
Say, you were really freaking out earlier, weren't you, Goddess? Never mention that again.
Now, Van Gogh, let me ask you this. Can you still use Dexterinact? Huh? Why do you ask? The noble phantasm can transform foreigners' spirit origins, can it not? Then could you not use it only to extract the outer gods' terminals from the foreigners, thereby severing their link? Of course, if that degree of control is beyond your ability, then it'd be far too risky to attempt. I'll do it. I know I can do it. Now that I'm free of that evil god's tentacles, I'll do whatever it takes to be more helpful, Master. Besides, if I can bring everyone back, that would be awesome. I've always wanted to be the MVP.
You're so cute, GOGHIE!
It looks like Finko staying behind may just be the silver lining we need, Senpai.
I guess that just leaves one big question. I'm pretty sure the Chaldean foreigners will be okay once we knock the crazy out of them. But what about Yu? It seemed like her madness ran pretty deep. We should kill her! Oh!
I agree, but...
sorry, but no.
I knew it.
You're so kind, Master. Almost to a fault, yeah. I mean, I'd be okay with killing her, but...
So this isn't over yet, huh?
Oh, fine. Just be warned that I'm using the pool for at least 3 days straight once we get back to Chaldea. Fair enough. Excuse me? Huh? She's a... Okay. I guess it wouldn't be that strange if she had the potential to be a foreigner. But alright. It seems in all the commotion I was summoned along with the others. I tried to announce my presence, though it fell on deaf ears amidst those foreigners' obnoxious ravings. Not one of you acknowledged my presence. Geh? Would it be alright if I cried for a bit, Master? I swear I didn't see you until now. Doesn't help. That does nothing to make me feel better. Sniff. Wait, no, you're insolent fools who should be begging forgiveness for failing to notice my imperial presence. I should carve my crest into your hides for this. Hang on. I think this might be just what we need to get us out of this new Eldritch Nightmare acting, Commander. How so? Wuzedian is from Tang Dynasty, China, and she's the grandmother of Emperor Xuanzong, the same emperor Yang Guifei calls her beloved. With that kind of connection, I think we might be able to restore Yang Guifei to her senses as well. Well, that's convenient. Please help us, Nightbright. Oh, so you would atone for ignoring me by thrusting me into the spotlight now? Very well then, I forgive your transgression just this once. Go on then, make the spotlight even brighter. That aside, it sounds as though the tentacle girl who summoned us here is the one called Yang Yuan. I've been hearing about as of late. Then does that mean my beloved emperor she speaks of is that Li Longji brat? Oh, interesting. Then it would seem the time has come to let my dark, sadistic side run free once more. Come, ferryman, let us set off at once. I shall turn these foreigners' seas into an ocean of poison and blood. Gah!
I could do without the poison and blood part.
A sea of blood? Iron Lung? Are we in the Iron Lung? Oh my god.
But it sounds good apart from that. Let's get going, Ritsuka. We have to snap them back to their senses before it's too late.
My calculations never predicted that Wuzedian would come to our aid. Now it just remains to be seen if this turn of events bodes well or ill.
Sorry, Shang Yu, I forgot. Come on, Professor and Nurse. We need to get him back up and running. Once we're done with that, I'll join the fight too. Now that all of humanity's at stake, it's time for our last stand. I'll do whatever it takes to stop it. I'll even use the protection of the sea that dwells within me for hand-to-hand combat. Scotty, Osaka Bihime, Shang Yu, Van Gogh, all of you. This will be our last, most difficult battle yet, but I know we can win together. Nemo! I'm so happy we'll be able to get to fight together. Oh, and since Lady Yang Guifei obviously isn't here to project visuals we can see on the void entities anymore, I'll do my best to take her place. I'll also diffuse the rainbow-colored arch so we can perceive it safely and make the bridge a little more cheerful, since we'll need all the mental solace we can get. After all, from here on, we'll be facing something completely different from the logically mad void world we've seen so far. Now it's a void full of otherworldly malice and outer space madness. So I have to hide it with rainbows and caricatures, or else we'll all go mad ourselves in an instant. Oh, if you happen to notice any imperceptible hostility while I'm cautiously painting, please make sure to close your eyes, okay? Okay. It makes me feel not so comfortable, but yeah, alright. I'm sure it's probably fine. Probably. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get a handful of raspberries because I'm starving.
Alright. Idle Talk 4. Are we gonna see them disappear? They're just like Da Vinci and Gilles are like talking to XX and just disappear on her? Or them?
A mediator? That doesn't sound like the divinities from the outer universe I've heard of before. My impression was that there was an insurmountable gap between them and us, one that does not allow any possibility for peaceful discussion. Maybe he didn't mean a literal mediator. It could be something like an intermediary catalyst that lets them make use of the god's very different magical energy, like how an emulsifier lets us mix oil and water.
You may call it whatever you like. To truly understand would be an act of utter insanity, and one that would require a span of 1 kalpa of dedication upon that. Take the planet Mars as an example. Although it's unfathomably closer to us than the outer universe, the Elder One paid it almost no heed whatsoever. And yet there is actually one outer universe being associated with Mars about whom I cannot help but be at least a little concerned.
Don't stop now, man. Keep going.
I assume it's referring to Altera.
Well, Lady Hokusai's divinity and the divinity in direct opposition to it are actually thought to be siblings. What's more, these siblings, who are said to get along about as well as cats and dogs, actually have a third sibling identity. And it is the third youngest sibling who is thought to have some manner of connection to Mars. To be perfectly honest, I know next to nothing about this youngest sibling. I don't even know anything about their possible disposition.
Or maybe it's not Altera.
However, assuming these siblings call a certain dim green binary star home, and if my inner star's guiding light is any indication, I believe that this mysterious third sibling may be planning to mediate the disputes between the disparate factions of the outer universe.
True, if these outer universe gods stopped fighting each other and teamed up to fight us,
We'd be royally screwed.
But nah, thinking about it some more, I'm pretty sure we don't have anything to worry about.
You sure?
And why is that?
Because like you said, not even foreigners can escape the constraints that come with being servants. So once they encounter Ritsuka, they won't be able to help but fall for her charms.
She's faced everything from irredeemable villains and crazed berserkers to demons and evil gods, and has formed a contract with every one of them. I get it too.
Who did Jill say were siblings?
I think the only person that was mentioned was Hokusai's god, and then 2 others apparently.
I get it too. Being an extraordinary hero makes you appreciate even more how incredible it is for a completely ordinary person like her to fight against impossible odds. In fact, her doing so might even be the best example of the heights humanity as a whole can strive for. So I'm pretty sure that once this mediator gets to know Ritsuka, they'll fall for her charms, form a contract of their own, then turn around to convince the rest of the 4 in her army to follow their lead.
Maybe. Which means this invasion attempt is basically already a failure.
Wouldn't you agree, Caster Gilles de Rais?
Oh, you've certainly got me there. What a horrifically hopeful conclusion. Why, it made the very hairs on my heart stand on end. Indeed, you're correct. No matter what manner of alliance this wicked god sibling mediator attempts to form, or even if one of the evil gods from the constellation Pisces Australis should take advantage of the mediator's blind spot and attempt to cause Armageddon, our master will no doubt find a way to bring them all back peacefully, and her exploits in doing so will be spoken of forevermore. This has truly been a delightful discussion. It has been as bright and bubbly as my beloved golden mead. I'm feeling inspired now. I think I shall return to my workshop and begin work on a new creation. Specifically, I think it is time I made new genres and foreigners to go with Gilles de Rais before the new children arrive.
I don't know if children want a doll view. I think that would be horrific from their perspective, but okay.
So did we just go through all that only to loop back around we don't actually have to do anything? Pretty much. Probably.
But hey, at least we ought to have put the dreamer's mind at ease about foreigners. Sure. And if that's the part we were meant to play in all this, then we did our job. And really, let's not forget all the exposition we heard here is just Marshal Gilles being delusional as ever. Is it though? Okay. Oh, Voyager! That's the one I was missing. Bonsoir. Nice night, huh? Oh, speak of the foreigner. What is it, Voyager? You sounded like you were talking about something fun. Was it outer space? Yes, that's right. So that's literally just a personification of the Voyager capsule, right? What possible outer god could he have a connection to? Like, what could he possibly have a connection to? Yes, that's right. We were discussing the bottom of a universe that's also an unfathomable abyss. Well, we should treat Marshal Gilles' exposition as the delusion that it is. That is merely a matter of camera angles. The fact is, we learned a lot from what he had to say. After all, well, what he said is certainly fantastical. It is by no means impossible. There very well could be another universe of the kind he posited. The universe is big. I'm sure we don't know everything about it. You know, I felt like someone was calling me too. Someone from a distant star far, far away. I'm glad you didn't answer the summon. Oh? There you are. What do you think you're doing here, Voyager? Do you have any idea how worried I was after you just suddenly floated away like that? Do you want to go near Point Nemo 2, Eris? To the Rainbow Sea and the God's Banquet? The God's Banquet? I don't know what kind of signals you've been picking up, but knock it off. Now come on, we need to go back and finish our Tukuroten cooking battle. Sorry Voyager was bothering you, Shion. Good night. But I want to go to the Great Foreigner Festival too! Oh, wait, Eris! Oh, hell no. We both know you're tired anyway. Besides, you're just an honorary foreigner, right? In any case, there's something inappropriate. I mean, I have a really bad feeling about this. She's like, I cannot let the boy be corrupted. Okay. I don't know what their relationship is about, but... Maybe it's a bad sign that a foreigner like Voyager, who is so inarguably from our world, is also being influenced by whatever's going on here. No, it's fine. Oh well, since there's nothing I can do, I think I'll just hope that Captain's enjoying himself and go have some dreams of my own. Yeah, maybe you're a bit too nonchalant there, Shion. But... Alright. Okay, let's see if we can, like, speedrun this. It's just clearing this map, right? I assume. Because I want to get all of this done today. But depending on how long this takes, I might do what I did with Oku and just record the final bit separately. Yeah, give me the items. Fruit of Eternity, it's fine. I'm guessing Fruit of Eternity is one of Van Gogh's necessary materials. I think we've gotten quite a few of those. I probably shouldn't even be wasting time doing these. How much is left, like, for this? Is it just though that one no battle node, or is there like a bunch that I have to do? Because if there's a bunch I have to do, I might stop here and just clear the map and like maybe do this off screen. But I mean, like record it, but and do what I did with Oku and just upload the last video separately. Like maybe have it up tomorrow morning before I start Dancing Dragon Castle. Again, I probably shouldn't be wasting time with these chests, but I can always grab them later, but oh well. Yeah, I think I'll do that. For battles, small scenes, one battle, two slightly bigger scenes, final scene. Yeah, that's quite a bit. I think I'm gonna stop here because there's a lot to do. So I think I will just record the rest of it tonight and then have it up as a video in the morning. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, well, I guess they'll do it. Turned out Yang Guifei was the, how much am I, like 20 minutes. I don't think I'll be able to finish it in 20 minutes. So I think it's best to just stop here. Realistically. Because I imagine it'll probably take at least 45 minutes to an hour, I would think. Maybe check the imaginary scramble PV. I think I'll also I'll probably add that to the recording when I finish the finale, because then I get sketched out pulling up like definitely copyrighted videos on stream, so yeah, I'll leave it here. But yeah, I probably should have suspected Yang Guifei. Because again, the servant graph randomly messing up and summoning someone who we hadn't met before was very suspicious. Like, I probably... in hindsight, that was a very... I probably should have given more of a side eye to that. Because that was odd, but she seemed legitimately helpful. I think if we had known that Baker had gotten one of those dolls too, I might have put it together. But because Baker was siding with the Marines and we didn't know about her having a doll, I just did not think it could be that she could be a enemy whatsoever. Like, honestly, this event was actually really well done. I mean, it was an event. It was really well done. Like, they gave hints toward pretty much everything that was gonna happen. I just ignored most of it and didn't think about it. But, like, when you actually look at the hints they gave, then yeah, Hokusai... becomes, like, especially in hindsight, incredibly obvious, right? And then, again, like I said with the Yangui face stuff, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Between Van Gogh's issues and Hokusai going crazy, would you expected it to be another antagonist? Not really, but again, it was her. I guess her hints. Again, I think the nail in the coffin would have been if we knew about Baker's. Even then, I say that, but I probably wouldn't have even considered it. Like, I just would not have thought to connect those two things, because I thought the dolls, because I had written the dolls off completely. I thought they were just a throwaway, like, oh, Yangui Fei is so nice, she's giving the Marines presents. Like, that's all I considered it, and then I just didn't give it any more thought beyond that. Oh, there's or one of the spots, but like I said, I'm not gonna do that right now. But yeah, I had just written the whole doll thing off completely. So, yeah, like I said, I think this was really well written. Like, all of the twists, so to speak, weren't out of nowhere. Because, like, there was hints about it if you just if you paid attention. I just didn't consider putting certain things together. I was just like, oh, okay, Yangui Fei's so nice, giving the Marines presents. So, you know, I think this is a really well done event, or main interlude, but it was an event. So yeah, you know, but. Everyone I've seen bothered to count the Marines in that scene where Captain says 12, but there are 13 sprites of Marines, assumed that it was simply an oversight. Yeah, because, like, I thought it was just either an oversight and then later, because like you wouldn't think the captain would miscount his own Marines, so you'd just be like, oh, that's weird. But that did rely on a lot of luck on Hokusai's part. Because she's like, please don't notice there's an extra one. Please don't notice there's an extra one. Please don't notice. Like, in-game, like when surrounded by all the other servants and Nemos. Relied on a lot of luck. But, no, it worked out for her. But anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling, and yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. I think the final battle. Well, actually, I don't even want to call it the final battle, because it wasn't. I don't know. We'll see how I feel at like the end. But like, I think right now, depending on how the ending goes, I might give this #1 main interlude over Oku. We'll have to see though. Yangui Fei was also lucky if Engo didn't fix her up, she would have died early. True. But maybe she had accounted for that, and that's why she was being so friendly. But no, she said she legitimately did like GOGHIE, so I don't know, it's hard to say. Maybe it was a mixture of her liking GOGHIE, but also planning ahead to be saved if need be. A little bit, maybe not. But anywho, like I was saying though, that's gonna do it. And yeah, I'll finish this tonight and try and have this, the last of it up as a video in the morning. Just right now, I had to turn my mini AC on because it is hot as hell in here. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.